합니다. 제로입니다.
Park Nickman.
God, come on. Keith.
I'm Curtis.
And I'm Zach.
And this is Jete
Park Nickman.
subunit House of Cards. I'm not even gonna long talk, y'all. I'm gonna save it for the end. Let's hear the magic.
Join the Patreon for the live one.
Save for this.
You can move the closed caption, bro. Let's sing.
Now just go right into the loop.
Give me the loot.
Bro,
It's another banger.
when I tell you, man, like, it's wise beyond your years type singing right here.
And what's crazy is listening to this originally, because I listened to House of Cards like before we was ever reacting and stuff, and it was no reason to. We keep it 100 here, but yeah, like I had listened to this prior to, and it was cool, but now kind of whenever the vocal lines come together and stuff on tracks is kind of special to me. I told y'all, if y'all have been on the channel before, since the group originally was such like a hip hop group, every time we got a chance to see all the vocal lines together. It's a special time. So just, I feel like, how can I word this? If you're a K-pop group, if you don't have these type of songs in your arsenal, it speaks to me heavily on your range and what you can do as an artist. Because the pop music is just kind of, I'm not going to say a given, but with a poppy upbeat melody, it's easy to kind of harmonize, sneak your vocals on, throw a little auto-tune in the mix and do things.
Upbeat shit, yeah.
These are tracks that when you catch niggas doing an acoustic version or a live, you can't hide behind a lot of production stuff.
Exactly.
So you'll catch groups slipping. I'm pretty sure when we go to react to the live of this, they're gonna be showing their ass. So just I have a certain appreciation for these kind of songs where it's like I don't even need you to dance or do much anything. Y'all gonna be sitting on 4 bar stools and just be going off. But that's my whole spiel on it.
Yeah, I like this, John. The beat reminds me of Weeknd.
I was gonna
Earned
say
It.
like that. Yeah, that 50 Shades soundtrack.
It sounds like Earned It.
Yeah.
Especially with the orchestra. The lyrics was cool. It sounds pretty much like a doomed love. No matter how much we try to put this shit back together, how much time we try to make it work, it keep falling. And it's so much easier just to stay where we are. So we try again, and the shit falls again. And we try to go back and do it again, and it's just a doomed romance. But the song was definitely cool. Everybody killed their parts. The harmonies were amazing. But the only thing is, everybody did so good. I don't know if there was a standout. Everybody just equally killed that shit.
I got one.
Oh, of course,
Bet
you
you
got
did.
one.
No, watch.
We and what's crazy too, not to cut
No,
you off,
you
bro,
good.
is that like they did something unique in here too, where let's say V would start off like harmonizing or singing, Jimin to jump in. V disappears, Jimin is still harmonizing and singing. Jin jumps in.
A trade-off, yeah.
The trade-off in here looked like fucking Golden State in 2016, passing the ball around here, corner,
back
3,
out.
back out. Just kind of perfect synchronization of voice exchanging. And it didn't feel forced. It felt just a beautiful transition to music. I'm sorry, keep going.
No. I mean, you cool. I thought it was just a really good song. Here's the thing. I only have one thing about what you said. You said if most groups don't have a House of Cards or a song like this in their repertoire, I don't know many groups that have this.
Yeah.
Like even when I'm like, there's maybe like I can't even think of
in life or like,
no
all
in
around or
K-pop.
just K-pop.
I know 4 for sure that have a song. Obviously, it's not the exact same song. But,
Obviously,
that's on this level of vocal kind of
vocality.
We listened to one earlier today.
Huh?
We listened to one earlier today.
Oh, EXO.
Oh,
We literally
I think
just
EXO got a few, though.
that's a John, but this.
You're not comparing the songs. I'm just saying, like, I think, like,
No,
I get what you're
a
saying.
vocal exercise
this is like
song.
a vocal kind of like masterclass, but everybody's opinion. But
Because I know where you was about to go with it, and I don't even have to like look at you. NCT 127. Like,
no, it wasn't.
oh, you don't think they can have a song like this? Tyel and all them?
Oh, I thought you said I had the.
No, I'm saying like I think it's other groups that can like do vocal exercises.
Even though I think Favorite is great, but like I won't call that the master. I think that's a master piece of a song, but I don't think it's a master.
I'm saying that in the sense of I'm not comparing their music to their music. I'm just saying if you went to a group
if I said
and
they
had
could do
4
it,
musicians, like let me grab 4 vocalists from this group.
Oh, then yeah.
That I think could do a verbal
Okay, then,
a
on
vocal
that end,
exchange.
yes. Yeah, I agree.
that not someone that can replicate what we just
No.
was going over here.
Kurt, Zach, I'll let y'all go first before I get on for it.
Because niggas are probably like Shiny, Mamamoo, a couple.
I definitely felt this song.
Pictures.
Like Keith said, you definitely heard the Weeknd, like that piano. Whenever year he dropped like that, 50 Shades of
I think it
Grey.
was 2015. It's actually same year.
Yeah.
That might be
so-
13. I wasn't a fan of the Weeknd earlier on.
Really?
I wasn't a fan of the Weeknd earlier on. I like maybe a couple songs from his original
His first
That
album.
trilogy was nasty.
But
Actually,
I love that piano, like that beat. It's something about this beat that really was like
I know that was your
calms you down. It's like real
shit. You was like,
subtle.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah,
Yeah, I loved the orchestral kind of beat that was there. It's not a beat that I'm used to hearing kind of sampled or anything like that, so it took me off guard, but it fit perfectly for what they were going for. I thought the song honestly was really amazing. They, as you had said, Nick, the way they traded off their vocals and everything like that. I mean, they all really crushed this individually, but the way they harmonize together is just, a treat in and of itself. And I do like the subject matter, the idea of a house of cards, the foundation. You're building something, but it's not solid. And about like relationships and how you feel that inevitable decline coming when everything's gonna cave in on you, but you're trying to slow down time or just praying that it's all a dream so you can just hold on to it a little bit longer and trying to cling to something that you're trying not to lose. And I just thought their vocals really presented that authentically.
just in the sense that like we talk about sometimes when we listen to other groups how like they don't have like a concept or some of the content is just kind of like ear junk
It's
or
formulaic,
formulaic, like you know what I mean when they
Imagine a nigga calling your music ear junk.
it is some shit is kind of just like words on music.
Low-key disrespect, yo.
Hashtag ear junk.
Air junk.
That's fucked up.
Like they have complex B-sides where it's just like imagine somebody in DK TV does it and stuff where they can break down and have like an hour or 2 hour discussion about just like a track here. Some, not to shit on other like K-pop people, but some people you can't even have that discussion about a 12 to 15 album track joint. It's kind of just random shit all just thrown on here and like this is my project. So for them to be able to tell like crazy stories and do amazing metaphors and shit on kind of just like a couple of B-sides and stuff is just.
And the funny thing is with this one, I don't even think this one was like super.
No, it's not.
Metaphorical. I think the House of Cards is literally what they're talking, and it's a metaphor for their relationship. But I don't think it's like the deepest they've gone with anything, obviously. But just my first point, these lyrics, I love how they just punch and how dramatic they are with the vocals. I told y'all that's my favorite type of singing. I love dramatic singing and dramatic vocalists.
We know.
Surprisingly, my MVP for this one is Jin. This
Just waiting for the men.
This is definitely my favorite vocal performance from Jin by far. And I love that he had adequate parts to kind of go and get his shit off and everything like that. Literally every single one of Jete showed off on this, and it is crazy. V, I don't expect nothing less from V and JK in songs like this where they get to really go high in them octaves. Jimin, we know what he can do. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, like that. Jin, I was waiting for him to give me something that I felt, because I know he could sing, but give me something that I felt, you know what I'm saying, just vocally and everything, and this is it. And to think this, like I said, this is 2015. So before this, I think my favorite vocal performance that comes before this album drop, before the most beautiful moment in life drop, is Just One Day. You know what I'm saying? And think about the growth from that song to this. You know what I'm saying? And it is just crazy, man. Then then baby, Jimin, you feel that when V and JK harmonize, bro, that shit is just, I don't even know what to call it. I think that's like when oxygen and water come together. When hydrogen and oxygen come together, and you get the water finally. It's like, yo, or air and
If you need them in your system, just say that.
Huh?
Wait
a minute. See where you take it? It was innocent. Now it's dark.
Now you need water to live.
No. He said the trade-off was amazing. I didn't look to see who wrote this one. I think, if I'm not mistaken, Bro wrote this. Big Bro wrote this.
Right, RM?
No, I wouldn't call him Big Bro. I'm younger. I'm talking about Big Bang.
Uh-oh.
I had to, we can go check. Let me see.
lyrics.
You still, man,
No.
I don't give a fuck what happened. You still call RM big
Kind of
bro.
funny. I was
Slow Rabbit. Yeah, it was Slow Rabbit and Brother Sue. Slow Rabbit and Brother Sue.
kind of funny. This reminded me also. Well, I'm not gonna.
good.
You can finish your point.
Oh no, I'm just.
Well, I was gonna say I was actually thinking about the writing with RM and everything. Like, I know like now that he didn't, but I kind of inferred some of the themes that he had talked about, because you know how they talk about like BTS as a group, like how he had feared that fall off and everything like that, how we got into the rise of Bangtan and everything like that, and I just couldn't help but feel like that was like those same themes as far as like we're at the top of the world, like we could cave at any minute. We want to slow down time and just kind of process and enjoy. Just that kind of overthinker mentality, I guess. But the theme resonated, even though it wasn't particularly about
What's
that.
crazy is I thought this was under. I hate to say it like that, but I thought this was
This was a little below.
a little too straight to the point for RM. I feel like RM likes to get way more intricate. He likes to weave a maze.
Yeah, no, we both were about to say the same thing.
Yeah,
I probably was about to say the same thing a
RM,
little.
like really wants you to lock
disrespectfully.
in. Like you have to go through levels to kind of get to.
He want an
everything
M Night
he's doing.
Shyamalan song.
Whereas like Slow Rabbit is kind of all right. Bang, Slow Rabbit, and all of the Hyungs there, they have the older traditional R&B and rap kind of background. So the stuff that they produce is kind of what we feel from the rip and everything like that. Whereas the stuff that RM, he's trying.
It's
to
more
do
like
something
it's more
different.
like
It's more
peeling
poetic.
onions.
Yeah, he's trying to prove and trying to show
Show you.
the intellect and everything like that. But this was so well composed from the ground up, and like I said, the vocalist really took this home.
The foundation of the song was solid.
Yeah. I also like too that
Unlike a House of Cards.
almost like New Edition and other groups where like everybody's voice to me in the group, it like makes sense. You know how like sometimes people have 4 or 5 vocalists in a group
they
and some of the
sound the
vocalists
same.
either sound the same, they're lost or whatever.
Some groups they work for, but some groups they don't.
Yeah. More often than others, I think it doesn't work for you. But like with them, besides the fact all their solo songs have showed us that their range is whatever they want. But when they hit that pocket where all of them are doing what they do, like where Jen is just like raw vocals, where V is giving you just that baritone and just like kind of that soul, and Jimin with them falsettos and how high it can hit, and then JK is just he's an all
Anywhere he
arounder.
wants,
He can fit in and get in wherever he feels like. He'll steal a song kind of right from underneath you if you weren't paying attention. Their vocal line is just it's nasty. This is dangerous. Shit is danger.
When Jen coming with no way, no way, no way.
Last
I'd be
thing-
wanting Jen to go off a little bit more sometimes, just because I think his voice is just like that should be feeling like raw energy
It's so
sometimes to me.
powerful, bro.
And
It's
so
like
he can jump in and just
potential, yeah.
like sometimes be like and he's just like, oh shit, Jen's here. Jen coming.
That's why I love, like I said, V. He literally.
And it don't waver, it don't shake. It like Jen's voice is so crazy. We were watching the Tiny Desk when he were doing Dynamite, and he was hitting his note. Straight power, like it never wavered, never cracked, it never was off. It came in full head voice.
Sometimes that shit is
I just think like it's so crazy. Like V literally goes from the basement through the roof. You know what I'm saying? Just like in a quick little spin, and then K is almost always at the roof and shit like that. And then Jim is just wherever he wants to be in the atmosphere is crazy. So, but that's why Jen really got me with this one. But
Their vocal lineup is crazy though when you think about it. So let's say harmony is 3 layers. You got one of each layer, and you got one guy that can fill in if somebody else is singing a solo. Like
you got 3 tenors and a fucking.
you know what I mean? Not many
3 levels of tenor and then a baritone.
right. And you got JK who could pretty much do anything that anybody else can do for the most part when he needs to fill in.
Well, he's a tenor of the what you call it? What register?
and I've heard them.
I mean, no doubt, but he can
and
still
I've heard
fill
them
in.
I'm trying
register.
to, but it was a different. I think
And I've heard them register and cheat everything too. Like some people don't sound as good with head voice versus chest voice, and I've seen all of them still be at an elite level regardless of where they take everything at and stuff. But
I know, like I said, I know the basic. V's clearly a baritone. The J's are tenors, but I think Jimin is like a counter tenor. I think it is. I have to go back and look, but I think it was counter tenor for him, and then JK and Jin, like But yeah, we're gonna go ahead and watch the live. So hope y'all enjoyed this as much as we did. 고생해 주세요.
Take care.